Hello friends, my name is Deep and welcome to my YouTube channel IELTS with Deep. In this video, I'll discuss with you 5 important words that you can use in your IELTS writing task 2 and IELTS writing task 1 as well. And before I show you the words, I have a good news to share with you. You can see on my screen, these are the results of my 3 students who gave exam in December, and all of them had the target of 8777. One student gave exam on 1st December, the second one on 19th, and the third one on 21st. They all had their target of 8777 and they could achieve it very successfully. And yesterday I received a gift from one of the students and a note as well. You can see on my screen. She just mentioned that, "Dear Deep sir, this is a small token of appreciation for your continuous support and guidance, which helped me to overcome my struggle with my IELTS," from Munia. So I'm really thankful to Munia, and I'll be sharing more achievements with you for the upcoming months. So now let's get started and discuss the words for today. So I'll be talking about 5 subordinating conjunctions with you, and you can, in simple words, you can call them sentence connectors. And these words are although, even though, whereas, while, and unlike. So we'll discuss all these words one by one and how you can use them in a sentence. So if you talk about although, we use it to show contrast in ideas, or whenever we want to introduce surprising or unexpected contrast in a sentence. And I have some examples to share with you. Um, you can see the example number 1. Although the government has announced a complete lockdown, the cases of COVID-19 infection are on the rise. So there are two different ideas and contrasting ideas. Another example is, although she was quite active in the class, she failed in exams. So always be careful whenever you start with a sentence with any subordinating conjunction like although, even though. After giving the first clause, after writing the first clause, you need to put a comma and then you can write the another sentence. So you can see in both the cases, after like first clause, you have given a comma and then you have given a second sentence. And the second thing is, don't use but with although. Like some students, what they do, they'll write although the government has announced a complete lockdown, comma, but the cases of COVID-19. If you do it, it's grammatically wrong. And whenever you use although in the middle of a sentence, then you don't need to use a comma. And the example of that is, John accepted the job offer, although he was not happy with the salary offered to him. So here you don't need to use a comma. Let's use the other word. The next word is even though. Although and even though are almost similar, but to show a greater contrast in the expectation and the result, the use of even though is a better choice. So whenever there is a stronger contrast, so I'll show you. Even though he was born in a poor family, comma, he's one of the richest men in the country now. So you can see he was very poor and now he's one of the richest men. So there is a greater contrast. So it is better to start your sentence with even though. The second example you can give, the suspects were acquitted by the court, even though there were enough evidences against them. So here you don't need a comma because you are using the words even though in the middle of a sentence. The third word is whereas, and whereas is used to show contrast between two ideas or facts. So if we talk about an example, whereas everyone has the freedom of speech, no one should hurt the feelings of others. So there are two ideas, two facts, and whenever we want to show a contrast between them, we use whereas. And the second example could be, I like cats, comma, whereas my brother hates them. So two facts or two ideas. You can use it with whereas. And if I talk about while and whereas can be used interchangeably, like their meanings are same almost. But for referring time, only while can be used. So whenever we talk in terms of time, like while I was having dinner, my cousin was playing video games on the computer. So you can see the time. At that time I was doing one thing, my cousin was doing something. So in this case I can only use while. I cannot write here like whereas I was having dinner, my cousin was playing video games on the computer. It's referring time. At the same time, two activities were going on, and while I was having dinner, my cousin was playing video games on computer. Another example can be I am tall, comma, while all my family members are short. So here, because it's not about time, so you can use both while or whereas in this sentence. I am tall, comma, whereas all my family members are short. So the last word is unlike. Unlike is used to show dissimilarities or differences in a sentence. It is very important word, and you can see its use. Unlike other employees, comma, he never took a day off from his office. So he is dissimilar or is different than the other staff. So a second example can be he is very helpful, comma, unlike his brother. It should be his brother. So you can see he is very different than his brother. And the last example is Sophia is quite unlike her sister. So Sophia is different than her sister. So you can use this word whenever you want to show or introduce dissimilarities in a sentence. So thank you so much for watching my videos. If you like this video, please press the like button and also subscribe this channel because I'll be posting such videos in future as well. Thank you.